good content. Trying to switch it all up. Trying to give y'all this like every Sunday. Just some update on the car market for the most part. So this article we got here, Cox Automotive, just a 5-minute read. Just want to go through, try to keep my videos a little shorter. The last time I did this video, which was last Sunday, just a little test run that I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to keep it short and simple, even simpler. I think that video was like 11 minutes or something. But once again, Cox Automotive, 5-minute read. We're going to skip this. This is from September 4th. Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. So this is very, very recent. It is September 15th right now on a Sunday. So reports summary September 4th, 2024. The latest Cox Automotive auto market report shows a notable decline in consumer spending, volatility, and stable unemployment levels. And the unemployment levels are actually up higher than what the Fed is showing, because y'all got to remember, they just came out of a report. That's why they really low on the interest rate, going down 0.25% or whatever like that. They're supposed to do it on the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. But there was 800K jobs, ghost jobs that were there that they said they didn't know of, quotation mark. But that 800,000 jobs, they haven't even put that on a report yet. So I think I believe the unemployment was at 4.5%, which is probably most likely higher than that, because most people are really working like 2-3 jobs, depending on the state you stay in. It really depends on the state you stay in, because my money, what I make, my job, if I go to Texas with it, I'm broke. Like, what I make here, I'm good. But back to the article. Along with mixed consumer sentiment that rebounded slightly in August but later fell, retail vehicle sales demonstrated positive growth, with new car sales up 8% and used car sales increasing by 4% more. Yeah, used car sales are increasing because the new car price, the average new car price is at what, 40,000 or 30,000, 35,000, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna put an article here. I'm gonna pop it up here in a minute anyway, but I believe it's 35K or something of that nature. But I know used car, I went over to this article, another article last week. Used car sales are at, average used car is at 25,000 or 24K. That's very, very expensive, because if you go pre-pandemic, you can go get any car with 100,000 miles on it for less than 10,000. They're trying to sell you cars with 100,000 miles or more for the same price, for like 15K and above, or 20,000. So, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Like I said, I'm trying to keep my video a little shorter. Back to the article. Furthermore, financing options improve as 12% of rates fell below 3%, which is true. I'll give them that, which is very true. Fell below 3%, while average loan rates remain stable amidst changing bond yields. Both new and used vehicle supplies have tightened, and for the first time this year, used car prices showed a marginal rise. Yeah, used car prices actually went down, but it's still, right now, I feel like it's going down slowly, but not fast enough. So I feel like it's at the same pace it was 2 months ago. Scroll down a little bit. Consumer spending volatility. Year over year, total spending trends have notably changed, turning negative in the second half of June, and varying since then. This suggests that the growth of consumer spending has slowed down and remains inconsistent. Yeah, it slowed down because the cost of living, it costs more to live now. It costs more to put food on your table. It costs more to go to restaurants. Like, for McDonald's, for example, I don't eat at McDonald's. I haven't eaten McDonald's in a very long time. I don't recommend no one eating there. Do your research. I would never eat there. I haven't ate there in like 10 plus years. But even a McChicken costs like $3. Like, are you kidding me? You can go to Sam's Club, Costco, or your local brick and mortar store and get you a bunch of those McChicken patties for like $10. You can feed your whole family for the week or whatever it might be for that day or for the next 3 days. But people are more concerned about trying to save money at least, than putting money into a car. Unemployment levels. The report indicates continuing claims at approximately 1.87 million on a national scale. It's not considering them ghost jobs that we just spoke about. So 800K ghost jobs just disappear. You know what I'm saying? 800K ghost jobs finally got figured out that they weren't really jobs out there, so they need to add that to that number. But and like I can say, I agree. Lower APR financing. It is lower. It's still not where it should be at. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, back in the day, you can actually. Cars are so expensive. If y'all do your research, it doesn't take much to build a car. It takes like 5-10 grand. The highest it takes to build any car is at 18 grand. Go do your research, man. You got to think from a mechanic standpoint. You got to think about just a couple pieces of metal, mainly plastic, mainly plastic and aluminum, a few pieces of metal, some rubber and some hoses. That's really it. And some cloth seats and some leather. Just really think about it in your head. Use your common sense here. It really doesn't take much to build a car. You're just paying the labor it takes to build it. That's all you're paying for. You're paying the factory workers inside of the Ford, GM, Dodge. That's all you're paying for. You're paying for the labor it takes to build it. And really, when you look at it, it's still very simple. So these cars really aren't worth even a I ain't gonna say a Bentley, but just use a Chevy Tahoe for example. It's coming off an assembly line. It's already all the parts are already there on the assembly line. They just put them on there, screw a couple bolts in, that's it. I mean, but used car prices has failed. But I wanted to get to this. Cox Automotive leading indicators leads on Auto Trader and Kelly Blue Book is what I always use. I've been using Auto Trader for years. Kelly Blue Book, I really don't like Kelly Blue Book because they aren't accurate all the time. But Auto Trader is pretty accurate. Leads are down year over year in August, and leads are up compared to July on both sites. So yeah, year over year, yeah, because people can't afford it. People are keeping their old cars. It just is what it is. And leads are up compared to July on both sides. So yeah, leads are a little bit more up because prices have dropped down just a little bit to where some people can afford it. It's still not a smart time to buy them. Dealer metrics, unique leads. What unique leads? Unique leads per dealer were down year over year in August for new and used vehicles on websites hosted by dealer.com. But new leads were up for the month compared to July for some out September. Unique credit applications per dealer on DealerTrack were up 10% year over year last week, with the trend in applications per dealers improving week over week. Service trends on X time relative to year over year improved last week as completed appointments were down less than 1 year over year. So this is what's going on in the car market right now. So I just want to show y'all, like I say, it's something that happened. I had gotten into like a major wreck, and I need to replace my my Dodge Journey. And I was just giving y'all an example. I've been looking for 2018 because this is when they revised the Pentastar tick. I'm not really concerned about it because I can fix that myself, but I'm trying to get something for my wife and my kids as well. Little Durango, but look at these prices. I just want to show y'all. Low to high. And I got the thing in there, leather seats, rear wheel drive, CarPlay, whatever. But why is a 2018 Durango, a 6-year-old going on 7-year-old car with 132,000 miles cost $1,631? That doesn't make sense. I'm not looking to get this any day, but this doesn't make any sense. Any car with over 100,000 miles on it, no matter what it is, unless it's a Honda or Toyota, should be nowhere near 20 grand. This is a Dodge. This is a Dodge Durango. This isn't a Highlander. This isn't a Mazda. This isn't a Pilot. This is a Dodge. It says, look at what it says, low miles. This vehicle has a lower mileage. This vehicle has a lower mileage than 50% of similar vehicles. That's not low miles. For me, I'm cool with that, but not that price. I'll take this car because I know what it's going to need. I had a Charger before, so same thing, just an SUV. Might just need some suspension work, whatever it might else need. Simple work. But see, they've been dropping the price, though, very slightly. And this is what I was telling y'all about. This is what it should look like if a vehicle been sitting for more than a few weeks. It should have a price drop. And that's not even a big drop. Like, you took it down barely $400. Like, what is that really doing? But it's really worth $14,456 according to Kelly Blue Book, between $14,456 and $16K. Now, like I say, if you know how to negotiate, you can get this price down a little bit more. So this car is really, It's not even worth that. Like, it's really worth like 10 to 12 grand at best. And really, it should be below that. I'm being honest with y'all. This is a 6-year, 7-year-old car. And I have one more tab for y'all. This is, when you go look at, and they kind of messed this up a little bit. They edit the sites and stuff, but this is what, if you was looking at this article or this in 2018, this XXT was like 28, 27 grand. Literally 28 grand. It was between 27 to 30 grand for a base model XXT. You mean to telling me a base model XXT now is the same price as a GT? Like, this don't make no sense. Look at this. Look below it. A XXT in Carvana costs 20 grand. Because you got to add the tags and titles to it too. Like, this is crazy. This market is crap, man. And I don't blame nobody for not buying. I don't want to buy. I haven't bought yet. At least SUV-wise, I'm waiting. I'm literally waiting to buy when they drop prices. Now, I can negotiate a better deal, but is it still fair? Not really. But this is crazy. And I'm looking for a GT because GTs and XSTs are in the same price range. So, a GT back then did not cost $41,000. I can tell you that right now. It did not cost 41. It cost like 35, 32 to 35 grand for a GT. It never cost this much for a GT. So that's how I know they skewed the numbers. These numbers are skewed. These numbers are skewed. So I'm just being honest with y'all. But that's going to make it a wrap for the video, man. This market is not the best. So if you have a car right now and you're looking to trade it in and sell your car, just wait it out. Wait it out. Because the interest rate's going to drop tomorrow, I believe. Obviously, even then, that'll take time. But these dealers, they have to drop the prices, as you've seen right here. They have to drop the prices. It's been sitting on their lot since August. Like, just take it down 2-3 more grand, you'll get a buyer. I guarantee it. It's still not a fair deal. Fair for this time, but you'll get a better deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll buy this for 12. I don't care about miles. The more miles, the better to me, because that means whatever was wrong with it prior to the 100K miles, before 100K miles, that means it was already fixed. If so, it might be some minor. So, other than that, man, I'll make a wrap for the video. I think make this video the same length, but it is what it is, man. Hopefully, y'all like the content. Let me know if y'all don't like the content. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel.